crazy. There we go. What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Friday, everybody. End of the day is finally here. Or end of the week, rather. Kindle's house, hosting the party. I like it. I like it. I thought we would start off today by checking out this video. I'm actually pretty hyped to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm pretty excited to check out Electra Von Grave in action.
What? Who am I?
She is so
Am I?
She doesn't know yet.
Dead?
Pain! They caused us so much pain.
I don't mind pain.
Let me show you.
What are these voices?
Multiple personalities.
Is this the ghost of my past?
Oh, she was a Valkyrie?
Avenge us, sister.
Us?
Do it. Wait, don't interrupt her.
And this? A glimpse of my future.
Ouch!
Wait. That felt good.
See? Because pain gives you strength, sister.
She's got her tongue out.
With such power, I can endure anything.
Oh, man.
And become invincible. I will regain control of my body.
Do it. You deserve it.
So ignores enemy penetration because she has 0 armor and 0 magic defense. 0 armor and 0 magic defense. So she doesn't actually ignore the enemy's penetration. She just makes it kind of worthless, right?
And will finally.
Starring
Be
against Kayla,
free.
Oya, and Yasmin. Man, those skins look so good, too.
What's about us? I don't like it.
Nonsense. Rid me of this pathetic wailing. This body is mine alone. Who are you?
Multiple personalities.
Is
Okay, so
this-
she is a Valkyrie that has been resurrected in some kind of science experiment. So that attack right there is this ability, probably Field of Lightning. Strikes nearby enemies with lightning, reducing their magic defense, and the magic defense reduction increases proportional to the health lost at the moment of use. And from what I understand, because of her violet ability, actually, let's talk about her violet ability first. Her violet ability is a interesting take on defenses. You can see that it converts all armor, magic defense, and dodge into health. So she can gain armor, magic defense, and dodge after the fight starts. But the concept behind Electra is that she is a health tank. She doesn't tank with her defenses like Aurora does with dodge. She doesn't tank with her armor like Astaroth or Corvus. She doesn't tank with her magic defense or magic block ability like Rufus does. She just flat out has a lot of health. At the start of battle, converts armor, magic defense, and dodge into health. So she has 0 armor, 0 magic defense, and 0 dodge, which means all heroes with armor penetration and magic penetration have no... Those stats have... could be Anthony. Yeah, could be. Those stats have no value against her. So anyway, a lot of her abilities are based on Electra's health, her total health. So Field of Lightning, this first ability that we can see her using here, this is hitting nearby enemies, and it's hitting nearby enemies with magic damage and lowering their magic defense. And it's proportional to health lost at the moment of use. I'm assuming health loss at moment of use is referencing Electra's total percentage of health. So the lower health that Electra has, the more magic defense reduction, or the lower the opponent's magic defense will be, is my guess. That's how I think that's actually going to work out. That's very fun to me. I think this is a very interesting, very fun, like I can see a lot of things that can be done with Electra. You're definitely going to be using her with magic damage heroes, specifically magic damage Way of Eternity heroes. Obviously lowering magic defense. Yeah. So then we have, so that's that ability. And then that's just her basic auto attack. And so this I'm guessing is her ultimate. Okay. And it is a little obscene, if you ask me, the way that she's kind of strung up and shaking, and she's got her tongue out, and she's talking about how she likes the pain. Like this is her ultimate for sure. And this is a 6-second invincibility. Okay, absorbs all damage. While active, the hero cannot attack, move, or be displaced. And then it blinds the nearby enemies and increases all allies' magic attacks. So one of the things that I think that might be missing here is this. Is this a passive ability? What is the basis for her increased health? I'll show you in a second. Is this a passive ability? This, I don't think she's in game yet, is she? We can't look at her. She is. She is. Okay, so here it is. Absorbs all damage. Full description. Absorbs all incoming damage. So it doesn't actually say if this is a passive ability or not. Absorbs all incoming damage for 6 seconds while active. All the hero cannot attack, move, or be displaced. So what I actually don't understand is this blocking all damage for 6 seconds, or is this just redirecting all damage to her? I think it's probably just that. It's redirecting all damage to her for 6 seconds. And this is important because of her talisman ability, right? For 10 seconds, gets a 33% attack boost and damage that scales from missing health. Yeah, half of the absorbed damage is sent back to enemies after the skill effect ends. So I'm guessing that it's not preventing the damage. It's just it's forcing all damage to go to her. That's actually really good. Tanks in the classic RPG role-playing game sense, they redirect or force the enemies to attack them instead of their allies, right? That's like taunting or provoking, or the skill itself is called all kinds of different things in all kinds of different games. Ziri has this skill famously, but she's not really used that much, I guess. Yeah. So for 6 seconds, that's interesting. Yeah. So she's like, "Oh, I kind of like it. This tickles. This tickles." It doesn't really show any of the other things. It doesn't really show any of the other things that she does, and that's okay. But she's got. For 10 seconds, let's see, if allies have less health than Electra, which they should, most allies should have less health than her, unless it's a strength-based hero with high health, which exists. But, as long as Electra is the only tank, then all of her allies should have less health. This causes all damage for 10 seconds. Okay, so for 10 seconds, applies an effect to all allies she started the battle with whose current health is lower than hers. While the effect is active, absorbs part of the damage they take. Absorbs more damage dealt to the Way of Eternity heroes. So you really just have a huge health pool here. You just really have a huge health pool here. And the thing is, guys, is like the more damage that she takes, the faster that she's going to charge. I bet she charges her ultimate very quickly. Because you gain energy based on the percentage total of damage you take. Of course, with a large health pool, it's a small percentage every time, I suppose. So she has 2 abilities here that forces all damage to go to her. All right. Strikes nearby enemies with lightning, reduces their magic defense for 9 seconds. Magic defense reduction increases by 250 for every 10,000 health lost at the moment of use. So this is probably going to strip off magic defense completely, if I had to guess. I bet you this is probably just like a guaranteed magic defense set to 0 for the enemies. Yeah. But it's nearby enemies, so it's like frontline, midline enemies only. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Mortal Shell, all armor, magic defense, and dodge is converted into health. At the start of the battle converts. They're permanently set to 0 and cannot be altered. Oh, okay. So you can't add magic defense, armor, or dodge after the fact. Okay, so you cannot. Right. So all of this, I think, is not nearly as good unless you have her relics too. All right. She gets an attack speed boost and a bonus to damage that scales from her lost health. Okay, so her having low health and a big health pool so she's going to attack frequently and do more damage. Half of the damage absorbed from Pain's Embrace. I wonder if this ability works with Oath of Protection as well. I wonder if Pain's Embrace, it says deals half of absorbed damage back to enemies after the skill effect ends. I'm pretty sure this is just referencing Pain's Embrace, the ultimate ability. Pretty sure. You know, no, I know of somebody that would look really good with green hair like this and a white streak. Actually. And I don't mean me. Anyway, and then Field of Lightning. If the enemy's magic resistance drops to 0, Electra and her allies deal 50% more damage to that enemy. Yeah. So again, I'm betting that this magic defense reduction is going to be effectively reducing all enemies to 0, and then it's going to cause all mages to just do bonus damage to her, right? Or to them, to the enemy team. And then the additional skill becomes immune to control effects. So she can't be stunned, she can't be silenced, she can't be charmed. I don't know how it works with like marks. Like Mark of Water, Tracker's Mark, Foxfire Mark. I don't know if that stuff is blocked. I'm very interested to see how this works. I'm very interested to see just how high health that she can get. Okay. The Violet ability doesn't actually describe it here, but whenever we have the hero unlocked, we'll be able to see the equation on how it works, and we'll be able to check it out. We'll be able to check it out and see, what it is. I'm pretty excited about this. This is actually, say what you want about the provocative nature of the character. She's just shaking all over the place and wagging her tongue at us and all of that. But I think the story looks interesting. Maybe she might be like fighting her inner demons or something. I might be better with pink hair and a yellow streak. That's funny. September 29th is like Monday, right? Because Wednesday is the 1st, I think. Charlie, you and the missus going to dress up as characters from Hero Wars? No, we were going to dress up as we were going to dress up, but that's changed now. That's changed now. Yeah. So, question about Zhu's relic. It's a really good question. Zhu is getting a relic. Let's see. I think it's in... Yeah, Zhu is getting a relic. All right, it was teased somewhere. Here. Yeah, right here. We don't really have the full information about what the relic does yet. We do have the full information about what Electra does. She has toughness as her artifact weapon. So as toughness, the toughness stat means that as your health gets low, your defenses increase or damage is reduced to you. It's based on your main stat as opposed... No, it's based on the opponent's main stat compared to your toughness skill. Kind of like dodge is based on the opponent's main stat versus your dodge skill, if that makes sense. And critical hit is based on, your main stat versus the opponent's critical hit, right? The higher the critical hit, the higher the toughness, the higher the dodge, versus the lower the main stat, the higher percentage chance, right? So if toughness is 1,000 and the opponent's main stat is 1,000, then it's a 50%. I'm guessing a 50% reduction on damage. Actually, I can't remember. Somebody explained this to me a few weeks ago, and I can't remember exactly how it works. But yeah, toughness for a tank that can't get armor or magic defense it makes so much sense. I love the way that this hero is built. I think that, yeah, Somna is in a nurse outfit. yeah, she's in a nurse outfit. I think that toughness was added to the game because of Electra. I know that toughness and the other opposing ability, whatever it is, crushing. I know toughness and crushing were added a few weeks ago, but I think that toughness, the idea of toughness, was created because of Electra. I think it was. I mean, it's perfect. It's the perfect artifact weapon for her because she can't gain more armor because it's permanently set to 0, and a tank usually gives armor artifact or magic defense artifact. It's very interesting to me. Very interesting. I think that she's going to be really good with Thea and Martha, heroes that speed her up more. I think she's going to be good with Thea or Martha. Could be fun. Huh. I'm kind of interested to see how it works out. Is Zhu going to be a counter for her? Could be. Another good counter. Let's take a look at Zhu real quick. Where is Zhu? Is he honor? Nature? Yeah. So Zhu has fun abilities. He doesn't do percentage-based damage, but he does do a lot of single target damage to the back line or the front line. This actually will help kind of she'll actually kind of soft counter Zhu, yeah? What I think could be an interesting counter for her is Qing Mao. Qing Mao had... here we go. Oh, that's right. They reworked her. Oh, wow. Okay. So they probably changed Qing Mao also because of Electra, or the idea of Electra. See, Qing Mao has this ability on Facebook and web, and she used to have the ability on mobile that she would do a percentage total damage of the enemy's health. The damage, the skill didn't have any modifiers at all. It just did. Let me find Qing Mao here on Facebook and web, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, deals damage to the nearest enemy based on their current health. So she does, or she did 21% of the target's current health. 21%. Now it was capped. But she did percentage-based damage. That's why Qingmao tank is so strong versus slow teams, right? You know, especially those that don't have Lyria, Facebook and web discussion, dodge, counter dodge, all of that. But they changed Dragon Claw and a little bit more of her abilities on mobile. Just 20% of target's current health, a chance to deal damage increase, target levels higher. Yeah, they tweaked this down a little bit. But I bet she could be still pretty good too. I bet that Qingmao is a good thing to consider. The armor steel obviously doesn't really work. And she's going to lose to the blind. I don't know. Maybe Qingmao, maybe not. Obviously, physical attackers are going to be weaker versus Electra because of the magic damage focused team and this ability that blinds nearby enemies. We'll have to see. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. She's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, Moss from Isley, that was part of the reason. No, they capped her damage because of that, but they reworked her. I can't remember what they did to rework her, but they did something that lowered her damage output. But they capped the damage versus the Hydra. It'd be nice if Kira would be a counter to Electra and make her relevant. Yeah, Kira is really bad in all versions of Hero Wars. She seems okay until you understand how the energy mechanics work. Ugh. I wish that Kira was better, but at the same time, Kira was like one of the banes of my Kark's existence early on, so I'm glad. I'm glad not so much. ID face final. JID face final. First name drawn today. Wouldn't redirection damage to her cause allies to charge slower? Yeah, Sir Turbo, definitely slightly. But it just depends on how they would have dealt damage in the first place. See that? Sir Turbo leaning into that discussion, it's a common misconception that the health makes that impact on energy gain. It does on paper make an impact, right? So, you know, we see this a lot. So if we do, you know, if we have let's say we have, I saw that you said something there. Let's say if we have 1,000 health and then we have, let's say 500 health. Okay. So the way the energy gain works is if you get hit with an attack and the attack is 100 damage, right? So it's minus 100 equals, I should probably not do this, 900. Okay. So minus 100 equals 400. Right? So you have 900 health and 400 health left over after the fact. But the way the energy gain works is it's based on a percentage of total health. So if you have lower health, that 100 damage here is doing 20%, right? That's 20% of the total. So this hero gains 20% health. This hero is 20% energy, excuse me. This hero is gaining plus 10%, right? Because it's only 10% of the total. It's only 10% of the total. So the argument is like, you don't want your damage dealers. And this, we've seen this through the ages. People thought that they were getting cute with Lars and Krista teams, and they would intentionally not level up Lars's health skin whenever it came out. Like, it was a big argument a couple of years ago that, oh, you shouldn't level this health skin. It's bad. It's terrible. The thing is like, there are fights that on paper it does matter. Like this 10% energy gain does matter. But also every time that your hero does a basic auto attack, Okay, every time that your hero does a basic auto attack, he gains 10% energy. Every time a hero does a skill, they gain 10% energy. Anytime they get a kill, they get 30% energy. So if you use a skill, you get a kill, that's 40% energy gain. So the difference here, literally half the health, right? And we're talking about a health skin, we're talking about a health glyph. So it could be, it could matter a lot. It could matter a little. Let's take a look at a more practical example of a maxed out hero so we can actually look at things. So 106,000 health. Okay, 106,000 health versus his total health of 581,000. Okay, so if I don't have that 100,000 health, let's round up to 600,000 here. Let's round up to 600,000. Let's erase everything here. This is kind of a practical example here. So if I have 600,000 versus 500,000, right? Because I decided not to level the health skin. Right? This is the idea. Okay. And I don't know. Let's see. Let's ignore skills too, because I know that the skills matter. So if I hit this hero with Kark and it does 100,000 damage. Okay. 100,000 is not how much Kark does. He actually does more minus the effects of armor and all that, but let's call it 100,000 damage. So we do 100k is the damage. Okay. So that makes this, whoops. Okay. So that actually makes this, that's 500k health left over. This is 400k health left over, right? Minus 100,000 damage. Okay, so what percentage of 100k? No, what percentage of 600,000? 600,000 divided by 100,000 is. I went the wrong direction. Divided by. I always do that. I always go the wrong direction. So it's 16. Let's call it 17%. Okay, so let's call it 17%. So we gain plus 17% energy gain. Okay, for that hit right there. And then if I hit, let's see, 100,000 damage divided by 500,000, right? That's 20% energy gain. Okay, so you end up with plus 20% energy gain. Okay. How much does that 3% matter? It could matter a lot, right? Is everybody following so far what I'm doing with this math here? If I'm wrong or if I'm right or whatever, just a raw example, no armor taken into effect. So does the health skin matter? On paper, yes, it does matter. 3% does matter. But then you have to start having the conversation about what is the team actually doing? Now, Aiden, again, let's take skills out of it. Let's take skills out of this equation because I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, well, Aiden shares his health with the tank, so he actually is getting hit even when he's not getting hit. Let's take the skills out of it. How much is your team's backline hero getting hit? Sometimes every attack, like Kira hits the entire team every time. Okay. Sometimes with Ishmael teams, never. Sometimes that hero is never getting hit, right? So if they're not getting hit, they're not getting this bonus energy. So let me type this out again one more time for you so that everybody knows how to gain energy in Hero Wars. Okay. So there are only a few ways. There are only a few ways. So let's just do this. Let's do this right here. So we have every basic attack equals 10% energy. Okay. Every skill used equals 10% energy. Okay. Every 1% of health damage taken equals 1% energy. Okay. And then finally, and this is for heroes. Titans are different, by the way. Titans are different. Every enemy killed equals 30% energy. Okay. Okay, so these are the only ways that you can gain energy in Hero Wars. Aside from skills. There are skills that increase energy gain, like Orion is an example. Isaac is an exception, right? But basically, these are the stats. This is how you gain energy in Hero Wars. So, again, does 100,000 health skin matter? Yes, on paper it does. But some teams, it will never matter because your hero will never get hit. And in some fights, it will matter. So this idea that you overthink, like, oh, I over-leveled my health glyph. Oh no, I over-leveled my health glyph. That you're going to drive yourself crazy doing that because in some teams, it won't even matter. Some teams, it won't even matter. Now, I don't even know what the question was. So Turbo asks, wouldn't redirection of damage to her cause allies to charge slower? So Electra will gain energy faster because she's getting more damage sent directly to her for a large chunk of the fight. Between Pain's Embrace and the Oath of Protection, she's going to get more damage done to her. And all of her allies will receive less damage, right? 0 damage for 6 seconds here. And a portion of the damage is going to be redirected with this ability during 10 seconds. So 16 seconds of the fight, sometimes overlapping, unfortunately, allies will be taking less damage. And if allies are taking less damage, they are gaining less energy from this piece right here. But there is a possibility, Sir Turbo, not to pick on you, not to say that you're wrong, but there's a possibility, Sir Turbo, that your allies wouldn't have gotten hit anyway. I mean, a lot of heroes do a lot of splash damage. A lot of heroes attack the midline. A lot of heroes attack the entire front line plus midline. A lot of heroes attack everybody on the enemy team. So, I mean, there's a lot of instances that, yeah, it does matter, and it will slow those enemies down. Yes, but that's one of those trade-offs. You know, a dead hero does no damage. Okay, so if you choose to not level a health skin, like if Cascade gets a health skin and you choose not to level it because you want Cascade to ult just a little bit faster in some fights, if your Cascade is dead in those fights, he's doing 0 damage. Right? It does matter. It does matter sometimes. It does matter sometimes. Let's see. Let me grab this. You are a. Let me know what kind of player you are, my friend. Arsenal Comeback. Is this a football-related YouTube name? Arsenal Comeback. You guys ever heard of the book Tiny Habits? Tiny Habits? I'm a big fan of that book. It's got a lot of really good thought behind how you live your life. Web player. Nice. Nice. Web player. Yeah. Tiny Habits. Yeah, BJ Fogg. Tiny Habits. The small changes that change everything. Yeah. So it's things like reprogramming your brain. Been really trying to dig into that lately with some of my, I'm way off a lot of my routines, and it's really kind of screwed me up. It's really kind of screwed my life up. Tiny Dancer. Atomic Habits. No, it's Tiny Habits. Atomic Habits, also a great book. Also a great book. What's it about? So yeah, so for example, like I play a lot of Xbox. I play Overwatch 2. It wastes probably 2 to 4 hours of my day every day, and I'm not exaggerating. 2 to 4 hours every day I play Overwatch. And so whenever I have the urge to play Overwatch, I go do something physical first. I go and I do farmer's carries in my alley. I go to the gym. I get on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Okay, so whenever I have the urge to play a game, I want to do something physical first. And if I still have the urge to play the game, then I don't feel as bad about it because I've gotten something accomplished. Another thing is like whenever I feel like I want a sweet treat, like a cookie or something, I want to instead I eat some of my supplement gummies. You know, the daily multivitamins and the ashwagandha and the apple cider vinegar gummies and the creatine gummies and all of those. Those supplements that you usually would take in pill or powder form, they make them in gummy form, and then I eat those instead of eating a cookie. My guild name request got through. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. And if I still want the cookie after I've gotten those vitamins in, you know, after 15 minutes, sure, I'll eat the cookie. All right. But it's all about replacing it's impulse control. You know, I've got impulse control with some things. Anyway, back to Hero Wars. We have a new guild name. Let's check it out. Is it I Cheat Satanic Hot Dog Orgy? I think it's I Cheat on Fridays. We should rename our guild to I Cheat on Fridays, because we don't usually do Guild War on Friday because we cheat. Oh, I got to change my flag. Unbelievable. Let's change my team up, though. Let's change our defense. Let's change our defense. Pet, Axel. I bet I surprised some people with this. Kayla, Yasmin, Aiden. Biscuits. Yeah, there we go. And let's change this to the warrior flag. Yeah. Warrior, warrior, warrior. Okay. I bet I surprised some people with that. Don't mix the THC gummies with the creatine. Yeah. True. True. So today, because of a free gift, thank you, Hero Wars Dominion Era, for a free gift. Because of the free gift and other things that we've spent, I have enough to get into Chapter 6. So I want to do Chapter 7. So Chapter 7, boss fight under the power of water. I've got a couple of teams here that we can go with. And by the way, I've got a couple of varieties of teams. There's a couple of Chapter 5 teams. There's a couple of Chapter 3 teams. I got to make this bigger. I'm not sure why that's smaller. I got a couple of Chapter 6 teams, or I got one Chapter 6 team. And I got a couple of Chapter 7 teams that work here. Did I screw this up? Did I put these on the wrong ones? So here's a bunch of Chapter 7 teams that people have told me that work. People have told me that this one does not work. So I'm going to try. I'm actually going to do a Lars Krista Cascade team here. I want to try this one by Todd Zander, member of our guild. I haven't used Lars, Krista, and Cascade in this at all. So this is what we're going to go for. All right, this is what we're doing. And the full guide is going to be linked in the description box down below. The full guide with all of the boss fights. Yeah, there we go. So Lars, Krista, Cascade is who we're going for. Lars, Krista, Cascade. 7 seemed like the easiest. That's great. Okay, so we do need Lilith as well. We are gonna grab these 2 right here. This is not enough. This is not enough to compete. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna pull this guide off to the side here. Okay. Yeah, let's pull this off to the side. What I really like about this team, Lars, Krista, Cascade, Polaris, Lilith, is you're using 2 double hero stacks here. Nothing. I might be in trouble here on this first fight though. There's a Cascade right there. Okay, so there is 3 out of my... Okay, so there's a Lars and Krista, and there's a Lars and Krista, and there's a Cascade. Fantastic. Off to a great, great start. Should I spin one more time? No, this should be fine. We may lose with 4 heroes here, but I think we're going to be okay. Be creative, you would assume correctly. You would assume correctly. It is very difficult to get to Chapter 7 without having a ton of emeralds to spend. Okay. All right, so let's do the Lars and Krista. The Lars and Krista and the Cascade. Let's spin. Nothing. How about one more spin? Let's do one more. I'm glad I did. We'll pin that Cascade right there. Good stuff. Okay. All right, so we have our team now. We have our team. Lars, Krista, Cascade, Polaris, and Lilith. I'm happy to actually use Cascade in this... Oh, I sort of say, am I having a stroke here? What's going on there? I really think that Lilith is part of the Cascade team that is effective. I think Lilith and Judge both should be considered. Okay, so let's grab Lars and Krista. Let's grab one of the Cascades. Keep that one pinned. Keep that one pinned. We don't have enough to spin. Okay, we're stacking so easy. This is sometimes guys, we get really lucky. I actually had really good luck in Chapter 7 during the Goose event as well. Just absolutely crushing these enemies. Okay, nice. All right, so let's do... Oh, we got double Krista here. So let's keep this Cascade Judge for last. Let's go ahead and grab those. Let's pin this Krista. Okay, so there's a Cascade. Let's go ahead and grab... And then this one right here. So this Lars, we'll grab this Lars, this Cascade. Okay. Yeah, we need more... We need more Lars. We need more Lilith. Keep an eye out for me, guys. Keep an eye out for me. Oh, double Dark Star. Man. You know, they do a lot of damage. Really good attacking team. Really, really good attacking team. Kind of crappy on defense, though. Pretty crappy on defense. Okay, so let's grab the Lars, the Cascade. We don't necessarily want to grab this one because we're 5 out of 7 already. But let's keep it handy just in case. Okay, nothing there. There's a Cascade. Yeah, all right. So we're going to grab that Cascade. We probably won't need this one, but we'll keep it pinned just in case. There's a Krista. We'll grab the Krista. Nope. There's a Lars and Krista. This will finish off. No, it won't. Okay, let's pin this. Okay, so that will finish off the Cascade, so we can unpin this one. We'll just buy this one next time. Okay, let's do one more spin here. Okay, I'm glad I did. Let's pin that Lilith. We need Lilith like crazy right now. Oh, and Polaris. We haven't got any Polaris yet. We need Lilith Polaris cards. Give me some Lilith Polaris cards, guys. Oh, man. Now, Lilith is kind of a good counter to Kayla, too, because she gains health her total health goes up over time. Of course, I don't really have any healers here to increase her health back up, but... Oh, and the tornado doesn't really work against Kayla. That's interesting. Guess it doesn't really matter. It's enough damage, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's grab the Lilith for sure. Let's go ahead and finish off the Cascade, and let's grab the Lars and Krista. So we need Heka. Yeah, let's grab that one, I guess. So we need Lars, Lilith, and we need a lot of Polaris. But we're out. Man, we're out. And we're going to start getting pets next round. That's okay, because we have a really strong team here. Now, what we don't have any control protection. So we might get stun locked to death with this Arachne here. In the Kai fight, you need Mara as a team pet? Okay. Yeah, Aurora can't dodge magic damage. She can repel some of it. Man, Lilith just crushes. Love it. Okay. Nothing. Oh, there's a Polaris. Okay. There's a Polaris. Okay. Give me Lilith Polaris cards. That's a good start. Give me another Lilith Polaris card. Give me another Lilith Polaris card. There's still time. Give me another Lilith Polaris card. Okay. Let's hit this once more. I'm tempted to not really... I mean, we got to keep spinning. We need specific things now. Okay. There's a Lilith Polaris. That'll bring us up a little bit higher. We're going to start having to buy pets next round, though. This is the last one I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to get pets next round. Lilith Polaris has been an amazing combo for you. It's Trenton. I'm wasting currency on rerolls. No, because whenever I win this fight, I'm going to get like 120 currency. So I'll have plenty. And I only need 5 pets. Yeah, I only need 5 pets. Unless I lose here because I can't get enough damage against this Kai. Kai's got insane vampirism, but if I can keep him stun locked, man. Wow. I say that and then we lose here. Unfortunate. Man, I can't believe this. Yeah, I don't know if more Lilith Polaris, but I guess the conversation about Mara team pet is right. So let's grab this Lilith Polaris. We need Axel. We need Oliver. Do we need Chorus? No. Do we need Kane? No. But we do need Merlin. We need Biscuit too, right? Yeah. See if I can get Mara in here. There we go. Okay. There's Mara. And we'll grab... We got Axel already. Biscuit could be good, actually, to block the healing. All right. So, let's go Team Pet Mara. And then we'll do Axel. This is not the final team. I don't have Merlin yet. But we do have Biscuit. And then Oliver will go right here. So Biscuit and Oliver. So somebody in the chat said use Mara against this Kai. I think that's a good idea. I think having Biscuit on Cascade as well, or Polaris as well, will help. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. We might have to swap to Merlin. I might just not have enough oomph here. Because I was waiting for specifically I was waiting for Mara JD. I didn't want to waste the points unless I had So I guess Team Pet Mara makes it so he's charmed and he turns to fight nothing, I guess, for a second or two. I mean, we're working him down. That's not enough. Yeah, I might not get it. I might not get it. Okay, so we'll get Merlin. Bad luck here. Looks like I'm not going to finish on this run. This is correct. Oh, I just missed the Lilith. Dang it. See, I'm just not paying attention, man. I'm just not paying attention. Yeah, I screwed myself. Whatever. Let's buy this Oliver and let's give her a try. Oh, I had Biscuit on the wrong here. Oh, I had I had the wrong pets. I had the wrong pets. Let's give this a try. This is it. Everybody else goes down really fast. Yeah, I was so focused on getting the right pets that I definitely made some mistakes there. We got a lot of time. We seem like we're in a better position than what we were doing in the last fight. The good news is like once you get to the boss, you don't have to. Oh man, that freaking tornado just crushed my Cascade. Wow. Okay, well we didn't get a ton there. Okay, so we have all of our pets. We need Lars, Polaris, Lilith. There's a Lilith. That finishes our Lilith. Okay. Lars, Polaris. There's, well, okay. So we're not going to finish our Lars, but that's okay. So once you get to the boss fight, though, then you can keep changing the pets around. But the recommended pet is actually Merlin for the team pet. So it's Axel, Biscuit, Merlin, Mara, Oliver, and Merlin. I'm going to screenshot this because if I do win, I'm going to show that you can beat it. You don't need all red heroes to beat it. So let's see what we got here. No Kai. Usually there's like one fight that's difficult and then the rest of them are super easy. Yeah, so okay, so there we go. There we go. Chapter 7 completed. 10 Sapphire Medallions, 50,000 coins, and that absolute. Okay. All right, so now I got two totems in my inventory. We are going to use those for our darkness totem. But we're not going to do it now. We're going to do it during the next Tournament of Titan Power. Yeah. Bring it up to a 5-star. Or maybe we put 1 in water and 1 in dark. No, so my thought process is this. You know, Earth and Light is my main team. And Earth and Water doesn't work. So I should focus on Darkness next. Because Earth and Darkness works sometimes. And Light and Darkness works sometimes. So I should work on Darkness next. Because Earth and Water never works. Light and Water does work. But both of those work with Darkness, whereas only one works with Water, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Yeah, so I needed to collect Chaba. Didn't I already finish Chaba? I've already finished all of that. Do you want me to do another run? I can do another chapter 7 with Chaba. I've already finished that task. I'll definitely try it, though. Let's try it again. Let's try another one. Let's build this team from Calnap. It looks like fun. Is this on my list? No. No, there is a Chaba team on my list, but it is not this one. Yeah. Let's go again. Let's build another team. Okay, so what do we need? Ishmael, Goose, Isaac Sebastian. Ishmael, Goose, Isaac Sebastian. Okay. Ishmael, Goose, Isaac Sebastian. Ishmael, Goose, Isaac Sebastian. Nice. I might have to restart, though. Nope. We are off to a very good start. We are off to a very good start here. We are off to a very good start. I'm excited to try this team. Chaba and Goose. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun. That's what I'm all about, is fun. That's what I'm all about. Okay, so let's go Chaba Goose. Look at this stack, man. Wow. Who am I missing here, by the way? Isaac. I'm missing Isaac. I'm missing Isaac. Let me just skip the battle. No need to rush it. Let's see. So we'll buy the Ishmael Sebastian. Let's pen this Sebastian. Okay. Best Titan teams, 5 Earth or 5 Fire. I think 5 Fire is the better team right now. If you're talking about mobile. Unless you're answering somebody else, which you might be. Okay. These two. I need to start getting some Isaacs here. Need to see some Isaacs. Okay. Let's grab this one and that one. There's an Isaac. No, we'll just pin it. We don't need to pin it. We can just grab it. There's a Chaba. We'll pin that one. Okay. Adding Isaac to the mix. Good stuff. Okay. So Chaba, Ishmael. There's a goose. This finishes the goose. Let's pin this because I don't know that we need. If we can find more Chaba goose. If we can use more Chaba goose, that would be good. I think we just stick it here. Okay, so there's a Chaba goose right there. That's what I was looking for. So now I just need one goose. Yeah, so we probably don't need that one. Not the maxed Chaba. Wait. I'm supposed to be using Isaac. Oh, wait. Is this the team? It is the team. Isaac, Sebastian, Ishmael, Goose, Chaba. Yeah. Yeah, this is the team. Where's your Aurora? That's crazy. Get in my belly. It's kind of funny because Ishmael makes Aurora ult more, and Isaac was like, okay, thanks. But obviously she can dodge Isaac's attacks too. As soon as we get rid of this Arachne. Who did we... Oh, we just swallowed Arachne. Arachne's dead. Arachne's been digested. We gotta finish off this Aurora. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I like it. I like it. Okay, so none of these. None of those. There's an Isaac. None of those. None of those. None of those. Maybe I should just buy this and then move on. I think I'm going to. Let's spin one more time. Okay. Let's just save our points. We got 2 maxed heroes here. Is this going to be enough versus this Kai, though? Easily beats the Kai. Easily beats the Kai. Chaba for the win. Nice. Okay. 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 All right. Whatever. Oh shoot! I closed the window here. Screenshots. There it is. What are the pets that we need here? So we need Oliver, Fenris, Chorus, Mara, Albus. Albus. No Merlin, no Kane, no Vex. No Merlin, no Kane, no Vex. Okay. There's a Mara for Isaac. We need an Ishmael. No Merlin. No Kane, no Vex. Oliver, Fenris, Mara, Albus, Chorus. No Axel either, huh? No Axel. Okay. So there's Oliver. And there's Isaac. Okay. There's Chorus. Okay, so I guess I just buy both of these. And then I just need to finish the Isaac biscuit. What do I have? Oliver, Fenris, Chorus, Mara, Albus, Team Pet Chorus. Okay, so I don't need any more pets. I just need 2 Isaac. I could probably do this fight without the 2 Isaac, just being 5 out of 7 Isaac here. And, wow. Could this have been more perfect? Could this have been more perfect? Let's see. Chaba with Oliver, Ishmael with Fenris, Goose with Chorus, Isaac with Mara, Sebastian with Albus, Team Pet, Chorus. Could this have been more perfect? I don't think it could have been. I don't think this could have been more perfect. The perfect Chapter 7 run. Going up against Dante is a little scary. But I just ate him, so what are you going to do? Showing yet again that any team with Isaac and Sebastian is going to beat this Dante, Orion, Augustus meta. Well, am I going to lose, actually? I might lose. I played a couple of times because there's some randomness with Dante, but yeah, it's fine. Calnap, thank you so much for that team. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Aliza, not right now. There isn't. There will be though. There will be. If I got a perfect draw and then lose. Well, the thing about Dante is first of all, let's get this one out of here because this guy's an absolute troll, and I think that he is a silly, silly boy. So let's add this one in right here. This one is via Calnap. And let's I'm gonna grab this one as well. Let's see, copy this one with a weaker Lars also works. Let's see. Use Mara Team Pet versus Kai Team. There we go. Cool. Oh, let's make this one bigger. This should be bigger. Let's see. Full size, standard size. Okay, there we go. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. Nice. Okay, guys, it's the freaking weekend. I'm about to have me some fun. Please, this weekend, do not add to the population. Do not subtract from the population. Come Monday, please do not find yourself in the hospital, the newspaper, or in jail. But if you do find yourself in jail, establish dominance quickly. It's Oktoberfest this weekend. It's the Newtown Throwdown Bags Tournament this weekend. Ashton has a football game, but he's not playing because he hurt his back. Everybody have a good time. Be safe. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.